What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's great to have you here once again. I hope you all are remaining healthy and sane while locked up inside, and I hope you are staying inside so we can flatten the curve. We got this. So while we're stuck inside, I figured I would drop this banger for you with some more Instagram growth tips, strategies, tactics, hacks, whatever word you want to attach to it, to help you grow your presence and following on Instagram. So this can help you grow your business, your theme page, whatever it may be. These tips are going to help you to grow your following on Instagram. So I promise you that you're going to take some value from these 4 tips that I'm going to bring forward in this video, regardless of how big your page is. There's definitely some value to be had here. So let's get right into the video. Let's talk about it and let's help you scale on IG. Let's do it. For anyone who's new here, my name is Ben. I make weekly videos on social media, podcasting, and other online tools to help you grow, scale your presence and your business online. So if you're interested in any of that, be sure to subscribe and join the team. We're happy to have you. So I get DM'd all the time, and the majority of my questions that I receive are about Instagram, and people are always looking for the latest tips, hacks, whatever it may be to help them grow on Instagram. And I definitely have some videos already on my channel that will help you grow on Instagram, but I did want to bring some more because there's some that I haven't spoken about yet that can definitely provide you some value and some growth. So the first tip is something that I call the top comment strategy. So this is a strategy that I had used in the past and definitely used it on a few of my different pages, but a person in the Instagram community named Farouk, I have to give him a huge shout out because he has done it with such levels of success that it really prompted me to do the same, and I've seen some pretty great results from it, but when you do so the right way. So I'm first gonna explain what the strategy is so you can start implementing it, and then explain the nitty gritty behind it to actually make it work. By the way, go follow Farouk. He is a beast in the Instagram game, and he drops some very consistent, funny content. All right, so I'm gonna walk you through exactly how you can do the top comment strategy. So what you wanna do is pick some very, very large pages, or as big as possible, specific to your niche. So for what I'm gonna do is say, hypothetically, if you were starting a football page, American football, I watch American football, not soccer. So if you watch the NFL, but this can be transferable to any niche that you want, but this is just gonna explain how you go do it. So I wanna pick out some pages that have the biggest following possible, the most engagement, the most amount of ideal followers for my page that I'm trying to build. What we then go do is go find them. So we're gonna look into my bar here. There's Joe Exotic, free Joe Exotic.
Carol Baskin.
If anybody watched that stuff was mental. Right? But back to the strategy. So I'm gonna go to NFL. Obviously the official NFL page is gonna have a ton of followers. So look, 17.2 million followers. So what you would go do to execute the strategy is you'd follow them, and then here you click the following, and then you would turn on notifications. So what you do is you come here, and you only really need posts. So you would turn on post notifications, okay? And then we're gonna go try to find a few other ones. Let's go NFL Network. That has 2.7 million. Let's say we're gonna do that too. And you do this for a few big accounts. You wanna save yourself some time and only do it on some massive accounts. So when you follow a new account, it's gonna suggest some for you. So you could go through and pick some of those that have a very big following. So let's say NFL on ESPN, I'd go do the same. Okay, I followed them, and then I am going to notifications, posts. Through doing that, you've now executed the first part of the top comment strategy. So you're now gonna get notifications when that account or those multiple accounts drop posts. So what you wanna do is when you see one of those notifications, you wanna click through as quickly as possible, go to the post, take a few seconds, and leave a thought-provoking or a conversation-stimulating comment. So this is gonna be dramatically different for depending on what niche you are trying to build and what type of content you're commenting on, but you want to create as much attention as possible. So it might be something very controversial, it might be something very interesting, something super relatable, it might be something super funny, whatever's consistent with your brand or yourself, whatever you're good at, you want to focus on that and drop that kind of comment. So if you're someone who's super funny and that's your thing, and you were to go on to that NFL page and they were to drop a post about a specific player or a specific team, if this is something that you know very well and you can drop something that's very funny, the amount of people that can like that, upvote it, and expose your page to thousands of people is insane, especially for some of these big accounts. And Farouk is one of the best people at doing this, and he does it on a few major accounts that are just kind of pop culture, memes, stuff like that. But what he does is he creates very relatable comments that get upvoted like crazy, which leads to a ton of profile visits. And what that is free traffic for you. You're driving all that there for free. Then if your content's on point, your bio's on point, everything is structured for your ideal audience, some of those are going to convert. And over time, more and more of them are, as you continue to find more success and you keep showing up as a top comment on some of these most popular pages in your niche. And this is something that's going to take a lot of practice and refinement, but eventually if you stick with it, you're going to become a staple in their comment section, and people are almost going to be looking for your comment. So whenever you drop something, even if it's not your grade A quality stuff, it's still likely to get upvoted because people are expecting to find your comment. And then what they do is they like it, so it remains near the top, driving more and more traffic to your page. And if it's related to the niche, you get more followers for free. So that's the top comment strategy. I highly, highly recommend it. And if you're looking for some guidance, feel free to DM me with some questions or check out Farok's page. He does it very, very well. And he also posts stories showing his success with it. So it's not BS. It works. The second sneaky strategy that you can implement is poaching people's followers, but doing so the right way. So this is gonna start very similar to the first strategy. So what you wanna do is pick out a few big major players in your niche, but instead of setting post notifications to get on there right away to drop a comment trying to be pinned to the top, instead you wanna go and be that voice that responds to all the people who didn't get to the top and didn't get responded to. These huge accounts literally do not have the time to reply to every comment. So oftentimes these people are asking questions or looking for someone to interact with on that subject. So if you do that, they're likely gonna go check out your page. And once they do, if it's related to a niche they're already interested in and they now have a relationship with you, they're very likely to follow you. So you're still driving free traffic, but this is even further enhanced because there's now a relationship because you've built that through interacting with them. So it's super, super powerful and very likely these people are going to follow you. So that's the strategy in a nutshell, but there's definitely a right and a wrong way to do it. So you do not wanna go spamming saying, go check out my page and not even responding to what they had said in their original comment. Instead, you wanna actually read it and respond directly to that so they know that it's not just spam and that you actually took the time to listen and interact with them. If you're taking some value from this video or you're learning anything new, please take 2 seconds, smash the like button. I'll love you forever and you get 10 years of good luck. So go ahead and do that. So for me specifically, I am in the social media, podcasting, online business type of niche. So what I would do is highlight some major players in the community in my niche and look at their content, because if they have such a big following, they don't have an opportunity to answer every question, but they're definitely getting bombarded with them. So if I go and act as that voice and genuinely provide value, they're very likely going to go and follow me and get the desired result that I wanted because it's an exchange of value. I gave them what they were looking for. They're now gonna think that I can become a destination for that in the future, and they're very likely going to follow me. So what you do want to do is have a genuine exchange and provide them some sort of value. What you don't wanna be is super spammy, because that's not gonna work, and it's actually gonna have the opposite of your desired result. People are definitely not going to follow you, but if it's a true, genuine interaction, they likely will. And that's the way that you can poach followers. And because this is directly in your niche, everybody that you bring to your page and you connect with, they're your ideal follower. So they're so much more valuable to you than a random follower. So this strategy is well worth the time investment, and every single interaction and relationship that you build will dramatically help you grow over time. This stuff compounds, and every single true, genuine reaction and true follower that you have is gonna help you out and serve you in the long run. So this is definitely a strategy worth doing and doing correctly. I need a snack. Some good za. It's from the freezer, but good za. My mouth's getting dry. Let me wet my whistle. Take a water break, be right back. All right, the next strategy is kind of common sense, but too few people do it for me not to mention it in this kind of video. So obviously people know that value is paramount with growing on Instagram, regardless of what niche you're in. Providing value, whatever that is specific to your niche, is super critical and so important for you to grow. But a lot of people spend so much time creating or sourcing content that is valuable, but they miss the opportunity of their caption. They don't invest time providing further value in the caption, as well as providing call to action or desired outcomes from consuming that content. And that is a major missed opportunity. So you're spending all this time creating or sourcing the content, thinking about the hashtags that you're gonna associate with it. Don't waste the opportunity that's present in your caption. Think about what you want the desired outcome to be. Think about the next step that you want that person to do who's consuming that content, and maximize all opportunity to create value and build that relationship. You have so much room in your caption section to provide so much value and connect with people that you really wanna maximize that and leverage it every single time to get the most out of every single post. So don't let value stop with just the content. Think further and think about how the caption can create further value or maybe even deeper value. And then also think about your desired outcome of what you want people to do next, and ensure that you present that in the caption section to really maximize the effectiveness of every single post. So the next strategy is pretty specific to if you already have a decent sized following. I've said many times before how important it is to create shareable content, because that way your loyal fans can then become advocates and help you grow organically to other like-minded ideal followers through shareable content. They're sharing your post to someone else, they see that you have that kind of content, they then follow you. A way to maximize the likelihood of people actually following you once sent your post is to go private. And I know that might sound counterintuitive because people think like, oh, if my account's private, not as many people are gonna come across my content. And that is true in one aspect, meaning that you can't show up on people's explore pages or through hashtags. But if you already have a big following and tons of your content is getting shared, by going private, when someone sends your post to someone else, for them to view that piece of content, they have to follow you. And very often they're going to because it was sent from their friend, and they want that connection to continue. They want that conversation to be had about that specific topic. I'm very confident that this has happened to you before, where a friend sends you a post, it's a private account, and to deal with that, you just follow the account and you end up following the account for a long period of time, becoming a long-term consumer of their content, engaging with their content going forward, and you just become a fan of their content, all because a friend sent it to you and you had to follow them to view it. So that's a fairly common strategy with big pages, but it may be something you want to experiment with. If you're creating super valuable content that's you see gets shared all the time by your existing followers, a way to increase the likelihood of that converting into new followers with every single share is to be private. Because if they're sending it to someone that they know is like-minded and they have to follow that content to see it, they're very likely to do so. A ton of people consume content on people's pages, but they don't actually commit the follow button. By making it private to view it at all, they have to make that commitment. And once they do, if it's a niche that they're interested in, they're very likely to stick around moving forward. So the private strategy may be one that you want to try out. It's definitely worth experimenting with, especially if you have a very large, established, and committed following that shares your posts religiously. You definitely want to try it out because it's proven to be very effective time and time again because of that situation that I just mentioned. A friend sends it, the only way to consume it is to follow, they become a fan. So the winner of the comment shout out for this video goes to right here. And the comment question for this video is, what Instagram strategies have you been using that have been working very well? Let me know in the comment section down below. So once again, if you're new here, my name is Ben. I make weekly videos like this, a ton of stuff on Instagram. So if your goal is to grow on that platform, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell button so you never miss a video that can help you do that. Plus, we have all kinds of fun on here, and we have pizza parties and everything, okay? So be sure to subscribe. So if you're looking for some more help on Instagram, I just popped a video on my hashtag guide in the card above. Go check that out. And there will also be some more recommendations coming at you in the next few seconds. So be sure to click around, go around my channel, watch a few videos, and leave any questions you have for me in the comment section, or send me a DM over on Instagram, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Everyone out there, stay healthy, stay safe, stay inside, and I'll talk to you very, very soon. More videos coming very soon. Have yourself a great day, guys. Peace.